So we are back in Premier League action, and we are the only Premier League game played tomorrow, and we are a 2:05 kickoff away at Goodison Park up in Everton in Liverpool, and it's our game in hand. We're currently sat 4th in the table. We're ahead of Chelsea, we're ahead of Man United, and we're just behind that lot down the road. That all changes tomorrow when we go and absolutely batter Everton at a Goodison Park. If we win tomorrow, that sends a statement to the other three that we mean business. Everyone's mocking our away form. Everyone's laughing at us saying, you got 5 away games, blah, 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 blah. Well, at the end of the day, we can only beat who's in front of us. And our away form, as bad as people say it is, yes, it's not fantastic. We've lost 5 away games this season. 1 against Chelsea, 1 against Man City, and 1 against Liverpool. That ain't that bad. We've actually lost less away games than Man United this season, who are sat behind us by 2 points. This is our game in hand. If we win this game against Everton, we go 5 points clear of Man United. We also jump up to 3rd in the table. That is a massive, massive carrot to dangle in front of the players if I was Unai Emery. I fully expect us to win the game. I'm so confident with the lads right now. I think we're in such good form. Not just the starting 11, but also the substitutes as well. You know, we've seen players coming off the bench in recent weeks and they've looked absolutely fantastic as well. Yes, we've got a couple of injuries. Granit Xhaka never trained. Lauren Koscielny never trained. Ramsey only started training yesterday. I fully expect him to play the game though. I think he'll be fine. The other 2 that I've just mentioned, Xhaka and Koscielny, I'm not sure that they're going to make it. Everton, they've got an injury as well. Yerry Mina, their centre-back, he's played pretty much most of their games this season. He's going to be out, so they're going to have to go with Kurt Zouma. That makes me happy because I don't rate Kurt Zouma. Chelsea obviously don't rate Kurt Zouma, hence why he's playing for Everton. But listen, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get too cocky or arrogant. Everton are an iffy team. They can, one week they can go and slap you 5-6-0. Next week, they'll go and lose to some random team 1-0. They've won their last 2 games. They beat Chelsea in that and West Ham. They've kept clean sheets against both of them. Now, I watched the Chelsea game against Everton, and the first half, Everton were rubbish. Second half, they turned into a prime Barcelona. But that was against Chelsea. We're not Chelsea. We're in fine form right now. We love our manager. We like our playing style. None of this Sarri ball rubbish. Sorry ball. That's what I call it. Sorry ball. We're playing good football at the moment and we've got a good atmosphere around the camp. All the lads look like they're bang up for the game. The training session that I've seen the pictures, the videos from that. Everyone looks like they're in good spirits. Lacazette scoring screamers. Even Mohamed El Neni's banging screamers in training. So I don't know, I'm expecting big things tomorrow, and I just hope to God they do not let me down tomorrow because I fully expect us to win. Last year we went there and we won 5-2. I was actually at the game. I'm not going tomorrow, but I was at the game last season and we beat them 5-2. We gave them 2 proper sloppy goals last season, but it didn't really matter, you know. We were on it last season in that particular game away. That was one of the only away games we actually won last season. But like I said, Everton are an iffy team and we can't take them for granted. Richarlison, he caused us problems when he played for Watford. Could he do the same again? Yes, he can. Bernard is a tricky player. Theo Walcott plays for Everton. Let's not forget that. You know, and his goal-scoring record for Arsenal wasn't too shabby. Let's be real. We weren't great, but it weren't too shabby. They've also got Sigurdsson. I rate Sigurdsson. I've always rated Sigurdsson other than when he played for that lot. But I think he's a good player and he's hitting form right now and it's not going to be easy. Andre Gomez, another one. They've got some good players in that team. For me, I think that we've got to attack from the front. We've just got to go at them. We've just got to suffocate them, get in their faces, stop them trying to get the fans on side and just nullify their fans within the first 10 minutes. If we can nick an early goal, we go on and win this game comfortably. That's how I see it. The longer it goes at 0-0, the more nervy we'll become, the better their crowd will get for them, and the more confidence their team will get. But I don't know how they're going to really play it. You know, they're not really playing for anything this season. Yeah, it'd be nice for them to win, I suppose, if you're an Everton fan, but are they really going to go for it against us when we're scoring for fun? I'm not so sure. I think that they'll try and sit back. I think they'll try and stifle us. I think they'll just try and squeeze the spaces and try and break. And, you know, like I said, with Richarlison and Bernard, they've got genuine pace on them wings as well. And, you know, it's not going to be an easy game. I do think that they've got some weak points. Like I said, Kurt Zuma, I don't rate him one little bit. I think their goalkeeper has been suspect so many times this season. We see the one where he flapped and Liverpool scored in stoppage time against them. So, I don't know. I just see it as, listen, let's not worry about Everton. Let's just go there, impose our game plan. We've got a manager that we can trust, a manager that will change things if it is not going in our favour. And I think that we've got the squad, the players, and everyone's banging form right now. Aaron Ramsey's scored more goals against Everton than any other team in the Premier League. He's got 6 goals and I think 4 assists against Everton. He loves a goal against Everton. At the Emirates last season, he scored a hat-trick against them. So he normally always turns up. And like I said, he did train as well. So I do expect him to start. Before I get into my predicted 1 to 11, don't forget, stick a thumbs up on the video. Share the content around as well. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 10k as quick as I can. And I've got loads of new content. Starting next week, by the way. I'm not going to spoil it. But keep your eyes peeled for next week. I'm going to drop a new little thing that I'm going to do on my channel. I don't want to spoil it now and let other people nick it and spread it around before I do. So I'm keeping this zipped. And you'll see that next week. But I'm going to get into my 1 to 11. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe and share the content and stick a thumbs up. I'm going with Bernd Leno in goal. No brainer. Premier League goalkeeper. Been in fantastic form recently as well. And yeah, nothing more to be said. Bernd Leno's our #1. I'm going with a 3 at the back. Like I said, Lauren Koscielny didn't train, so I don't expect him to make the squad. I'm going with Mustafi. Yes, I know, Mustafi. Oh, God, we could have a few heart attacks tomorrow afternoon at Goodison. But he's going to start for me. I'm going with Socrates in the middle. And I'm going with Nacho Monreal, who, by the way, I thought was absolutely fantastic against Newcastle. Now, wing-backs for the game. I am going with Maitland-Niles. Again, another one who I think he's been playing so well recently. He's full of confidence. He gets forward. It's like he just glides down that right wing. It's not like he's busting a gut to get to anything. He just glides. And it's effortless. And I'm happy with him right now. So he can stay at right wing-back for me. Save Kolasinac. I don't think he played that great against Newcastle. I think he wasted so many good opportunities to set goals up. But he was getting in the right positions. And that is all you can ask for. Get in the right position. Start spraying crosses across the goal. Eventually, he will get 2 or 3 right. And he'll bag himself 2 or 3 assists. And we'll go and win a game comfortably 5, 6, 7. Because he gets in so many good positions. But his final ball lets him down. As soon as he sorts that out, we're on the road to victory. So that's my back 5 essentially. Into midfield. Like I said, Granit Xhaka never trained either. So I'm going with Aaron Ramsey. I thought he was man of the match against Newcastle. Scored a great finish. Had a goal disallowed. I thought his work rate and his energy was fantastic. He came off with a little bit of cramp apparently in his groin. Not sure how you get cramp in your groin, but there you go. But he did score a fantastic goal and he got a goal disallowed, which again was a great goal. And I thought his whole game from start to finish was fantastic. To and fro, back to front, and his energy levels sort of dragged the rest of them through that. The rest of the players were like, wow, Ramsey's on it. And yeah, he came off with a slight injury. I do think he'll start the game. Next to him, I'm going to go with Matteo Guendouzi. So many people I've seen since the Newcastle game mug this geezer off. Why? Why? Everyone who praises Granit Xhaka mugs off Matteo Guendouzi. Go and have a look at his stats for the game. Because everyone loves a stat, don't they? Me personally, I don't care about stats. 92% pass accuracy. He was involved in both goals. Most of his passes were forward. So if you've got 92% pass accuracy, that tells me you're not losing the ball. But what do I know? You know, everyone can just go, oh yeah, it's not Xhaka. If Xhaka's not playing, we can mug him off. I don't buy into that. This kid has been fantastic. The fact that Unai Emery has trusted this kid from day one against Man City, when we had never heard of this guy in the summer, fair play to him. I think he has been brilliant, and fair play to our manager for picking him week in, week out as well. So that's my midfield in terms of deep lying, box to box. In front of them, I thought about this a lot, and I did think, shall I play Ozil? But he hasn't started a single away game for 6 months. So I don't see that changing. Yes, he's been banging form right now, but I think we need a little bit of pace to go the other way. So I'm going with Mickey, and I am going with Iwobi. I don't think Iwobi covered himself in glory the other day. I thought he was poor when he was on the pitch. And rightly so, he was substituted. But that's what we've got now. We've got a manager that will sit there and identify players that are not playing well and go, do you know what? Get off. And that is all I have asked for a decade. Let's not just pick the same 11 just based on names. Let's pick an 11 based on the team we're playing and on performances. And if you ain't cutting it, you are coming off at half time. You're coming off in the 50th minute, 51st, 52nd, whatever minute it may be. And I rate Emery for that. In front of him and Mickey, I am going with Alexander Lacazette. Again, what a finish the other night. I thought he was superb. And again, he could have been man of the match. He didn't get it. Mesut Ozil actually got it, which I was not surprised by, because I do think Ozil played well. But I just thought the fact that Ramsey and Laka both scored a goal. And Laka's goal, you know, Ramsey's goal was the opening goal, which is the hardest one. Laka's was the killer goal. But nothing away from Ozil. I thought he was good against Newcastle, but I just do not see him starting this game, especially after I've said he's not started for 6 months away. So that's my 1 to 11. Let me know what you guys think. Leave that down there. And give me your score lines as well. I am going for a predicted score of this game of Everton 1. I do think they will score. I think it will probably be Richarlison or Sigurdsson. I've got to stop giving away free kicks on the edge of the box, because Sigurdsson is a banger. And don't dive in on Richarlison, because he will fully milk you and try and get a penalty. But I'm going to go with Lacazette first goal for this game, and I'm going to go with Everton 1, Arsenal 2. We are going to beat Everton. We are going back to third in the table, and the rest of them can start looking up at us. Until tomorrow when I do my review after the game, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.